Fixing a bill with a mistake is one thing, but what happens when you're suddenly confronted with an urgent, even threatening sounding text, an email, or phone call pressuring you to pay a big utility bill right now or get cut off? It's an old school scam with costly consequences. Sitting in their East Tulsa home on a chilly winter day, a crook, Barbara tells us, tried to steal their stuff through a phony phone call.
They said that they would give me a $50 rebate. I said, oh, great.
A call supposedly from the utility company. Good news, the caller told Barbara.
Then he said, oh, wait a minute.
News that got even better as the conversation went along.
He said, I checked and you've got $250 rebate. I said, oh, I love that.
An enticing offer, to be sure.
My husband and I are both on fixed income.
But when Barbara asked him just to mail the check to them, the scammer at the other end of the line said he couldn't do that.
I have to have your routing number to your bank. We have to send it to your bank. And I said, well, I don't think so.
After Barbara hung up on that first call, she really didn't think much of it. But then, about a week later, she got the very same call again. That's when she decided she wanted to warn others so they don't fall victim.
Please, please don't fall for these scams.
Even after that first call,
well, I don't want somebody else to get hurt.
Barbara's scam antennas sprang up immediately.
Anybody on a fixed income and somebody offers you $250, you're going to jump on it.
Only to find bouncing checks and financial headaches after scammers rip you off.
Could ruin lives. You know, I mean, could drain your bank account.
The accounts, Barbara fears, of those who already have so very little, who can least afford it, who aren't safe from scams in their own homes. We checked with the experts for ways you can use to protect yourself from low-tech and high-tech scams. Knowing the signs of a scam is the first step. Scammers often pretend to be from an organization you know, such as a utility company, the IRS, Medicare, or Social Security Administration, just to name a few. Scammers use technology to fake you out on caller ID, or reel you in with a problem or a prize, pressuring you to act immediately, asking for things like cryptocurrency, gift cards, or wiring money. Every once in a while, the problem solvers get a call about a different kind of utility issue. Take this one, for instance. How long is too long to have to wait for repairs to a power line to your home? A long, gray, temporary power line drapes and snakes its way through their backyard. Has for the better part of a year.
We just don't allow anybody back here because of this. So it's just, a hazard to people, and it's not acceptable.
Unacceptable to Aaron Johnson and his family. It's been 10.5 months, he says, since a private contractor cut the power line to his home and 2 others while working on a project in their neighbor's backyard. Yes, Aaron tells us, PSO did come out quickly at the time to get their power back on by running this temporary line to their meter box. But that was a long time ago, and where the line is spliced together really concerns his family.
You can see it starting to actually settle into the ground. It's been there so long.
A permanent fix, Aaron says, never came, even though he's made countless calls to PSO. Well, actually, he did count them.
I'm just very frustrated.
All 150 calls.
We've gotten the runaround. We've all these promises to come out here and get this done, get it taken care of. We're going to run you new cables. We're going to put you a new meter box in, everything. And then, none of it ever materializes because we're at their mercy.
It was especially daunting last summer, since Aaron tells us the temporary line couldn't seem to carry enough amperage to properly run their air conditioner, which eventually burned up.
It's quite obvious, in the heat of the summer with the temperatures that we had last year. Literally the lights would go out. You'd be in the dark for a second as soon as the air conditioners would kick on.
But the rain has been even more of a concern, Aaron says, when that splice in the wire would be swallowed up in a puddle of water.
We don't come out here. We don't allow our son to come out here, our animals, anything when it's raining because of the fear of, being electrocuted.
But he could only shrug off the problem for so long.
You know, and it has to be frustrating for our neighbors as well, because this temporary line runs across their yard as well as the third house down.
Finally, Aaron contacted the problem solvers, and we emailed our contact at PSO. We heard back that very same day, and Aaron says the line was removed that very same day.
And the permanent line was buried. Now they're making progress on getting reimbursed for the AC unit they had to replace.
I'm ready for the headache to be gone.
And once again enjoy their backyard, now that the long, gray, snaking spliced temporary power line has finally slithered away.
The problem solvers got in touch with PSO again to learn more about that situation.
Wayne Green from PSO says, "We understand the customer's concerns, and while the temporary line that powered the home was safe, we agree that the final repair took too long. PSO is proud of its customer service record, but this situation clearly shows some room for process improvement. For the full statement, go to kjrh.com.
Protecting your wallet and your family is important. During severe weather season, that might include investing in a storm shelter. No doubt, they can save lives. One elderly Green Country couple's experience with theirs may help you avoid a similar circumstance.
When storms hit Oklahoma, everyone knows they can hit hard. Certainly enough of a reason for Robert Chance and his wife to appreciate the in-ground storm shelter installed several years ago. At the beginning of last storm season, though, in February,
when I opened it up, there was about 6 inches of water in it.
No problem, though, Robert thought, since he had a lifetime warranty. So he says he called the storm shelter company.
Well, when can you come out and fix it? They said, probably July, because we're busy.
But Robert says he never heard from the company again, even after leaving several voicemails and sending them letters like this one. So he pumped out the water, hired a welder to seal the leak, and paid him $120. Robert then sent the company another letter, along with that welder's invoice, to be paid back for the repair.
They called me back, said that they would pay the bill, but they would cancel my warranty. He said, is that what you want? And I said, no, I want you to pay it, and I want my warranty to be reinstated. They said, well, the owner says he won't do that, but I'll check with him.
But once again, Robert says after that conversation, more radio silence.
They did send me the check, which I told them I appreciated the check, but I needed to find out about the warranty.
After hearing Robert's story, we got in touch with the company that installed their storm shelter. At first, they needed a signed statement from Robert, giving them permission to talk to us about his situation. But after he did that, they then said they needed a notarized statement. Robert told us he was done jumping through their hoops, and we never heard from the company again.
At least now, though, with help from that welder, Robert's storm shelter is ready to go when the next Oklahoma storm hits hard.
Now let's dig a little deeper into how to deal with lifetime warranties.
Before buying, find out what the product's definition of lifetime means and if the warranty is transferable. Get in writing what repairs are covered and if there are any additional fees such as trip charges. Find out what kind of time frame you can expect for repairs to be completed, and research the reputation of the company offering the warranty to see if there are many customer complaints. Here in Oklahoma, if you have issues with a lifetime warranty, you should contact the Oklahoma Insurance Department. You can find that information and much more on dealing with warranties on our website, kjrh.com.
Just ahead, we'll show you an unexpected place you may have money. Money that can help tamp down the effects of inflation.